What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we start every day by being transparent. Yesterday, I took a bit of a step backwards. I had 10 total plays. I won four of them. The best bet segment, though, I had two plays that went yesterday. Those both cash. So if you took those were good winners. And also another play that, two more plays actually, that one that goes today and another one that started yesterday but did not finish. Both will finish on Friday. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We have two NBA games to talk out. Um, I did start today off with a little bit of MLB money. I may look down the card and see if I have a quick MLB game that still catches my eye. But 2-0 so far to start MLB for the day. And let's talk about these NBA winners really quick. Chat Boofer says, should have tailed Ravino's first quarter over. Absolutely right. That hit, full game, went under. That was a great cap by Mr. Ravino. All right, let's get to today. So, first game up, we'll go Bulls at Raptors. This game opened Bulls minus 4.5. We now see them as a 6 point favorite, pretty much across the board. Total open 217 is down as low as 212.5. Injury report. Just to make sure here, I'm pretty sure these guys are playing. Yeah, nobody on the injury report for either of these teams. So, how I feel about this game, and it took me a little while to get there. I just don't feel like Toronto should be laying this kind of expected to be win by this kind of a margin. They have been good at home this year and previous years. If you look at what they've done down the stretch, they've been good as a home favorite, but they've been playing like way lesser competition, teams that have already waved the white flag and quit, teams such as the Wizards, Detroit, the Pacers, so on and so on. So it's a little bit of a different story here going up against a Bulls team who, in January they did look dead, but lately, or at least not even just lately, since Pat Bev has been over there, they have some new life and they've been playing hard, giving a lot of effort. They did what they had to do to make the play-in tournament. The last couple of games of the season didn't matter that much for them, so I'm not putting too much stock into it. But in a game here, where winner gets into the playoffs, I do think Chicago is a team I want to back. They definitely have the better offense, in my opinion. They've been the best defensive rated team in the league post All Star break, so better defense as well. And I think they can hang in there on the board. So you're giving them 6 points in this game. I think they can win this one outright. Um, this is a Raptors team also who, well, before I get to the Raptors, even I mean DeMar DeRozan against his former team, I'm pretty sure he would like to, win in this kind of a situation. But this Toronto team, you have Nick Nurse, who's probably not going to be there um, after this season. You have Fred Van Fleet, along with some other players who, it's kind of like the end of an era in that Toronto Raptors, how do I say, locker room, I guess. So I'm just thinking about all of that, and I don't know how much effort they're going to give on that side. So I'll roll with the Bulls plus the 6 points. If I'm playing any kind of a player prop here, which I did, I played it small. And again, all these bets I'm saying today, I did not play them equally. So just beware. I like the Bulls plus 6. I also did sprinkle on that money line plus 212. And I'll take a shot at DeRozan, going up against his former team. He averages 21.5 points or a little bit more than that versus the Raptors in his career. He's averaging like 24.5 points so far this season. I think over 21.5 in a game like this, it's not too much to ask. So a few ways to play this game. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Otto says Pat Bev is a game changer. 100%. Every team that he's gone on, he's made a difference, except for the Lakers, just because the Lakers had too much going on. I'm thankful we don't have Westbrook, and we got it all figured out at the trade deadline. Fernando likes the Pelicans money line and the Bulls plus 6. Chris Mack says OG has the clams for DeRozan. Boofer says Toronto's last 10 have not been playoff games. Happy to grab the plus 6. Toronto doesn't have Pat Bev. He is a difference maker. I mean, a lot of people can laugh all they want, but he does make that difference. And that's bets. Reminding everybody to hit the like button. And good luck tonight. I appreciate it. If you guys like what I'm doing on the channel or I'm helping you out, it does help me out if you could hit that like button. You Capper, what's going on? He says Van Fleet under 17.5 points. Hey, don't forget. I mean, it's the same guy who was bad mouthing the refs. I don't think he'll get any favors in this game. I think, they still have his attention. So I'm sure you have other reasons to like that. Pat Bev is probably one of them. And I could endorse a Van Fleet under 17.5 points. What's going on, Link? Appreciate you tapping in. Boofer says Pat Bev to jump on the scores table over 2.5. Boofer always coming with the laugh. So that's the first game for the day. I do want to make this show short and sweet, so we'll move on to the next one, and that will be 567, 568, and let me keep it on track with the banners. OKC heading into New Orleans to take on the Pelicans. This game open Pels minus 5.5, or at least that's what this odd screen tells me. I thought I saw a five. It's currently 5.5, pretty much across the board here. Total open 2. I'm sorry, 231.5, and is down to about 226.5. Injury report for both of these teams. For OKC, Pokasevsky out. For the Pelicans, Larry Nance Jr. is game time decision. I would like to see him in there. Alvarado's out, Adele's out, Zion is out. So it's a few different ways how I feel about this game. The play I gave out yesterday, and I kind of talked about it a little bit in the future too, said Timberwolves to miss the playoffs at plus $2. And I'm thinking about like who they're going to be playing, right? I also said yesterday I like the Pelicans to make the playoffs plus 250. Um, so obviously I like them to win this game here today, and I like them to beat the Timberwolves in the next game. Just thinking ahead here. So with the 5.5 point spread, it does change things a little bit, but I get it. If you like OKC, this is a team that's been keeping you paid all year long in this role. I think they're something like 22-12 as a road dog, something along those lines. It's a little bit of a different scenario here. This is a playoff environment. I would prefer the team personally that I just think has, the better complete team versus, maybe the better one player. I prefer the team who's at the house, the team who's playing the better defense. That's all going to be New Orleans here. Not a whole lot to like besides SGA and I guess Jalen Williams for OKC. So I would only play the New Orleans Pelican side. What I like more than that, I like Jonas Valanciunas under his under 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. In the 4 games that he's played against the Thunder, he gets ran off the court every single time. He's only averaging, 22.2 minutes here. And this is my bad. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. I didn't even connect my AirPods. So if you can't, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to fix or salvage what I, have already done. But hopefully everything's working out just fine. But Valanciunas in the 4 games against the Thunder, 22.2 minutes, only averaging 11.3 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 1 assist. That's less than 20 points, rebounds, and assists. Well under the number that he's asked to get to today. So that's why I would like Patrick. Let me know I'm good to go there. Appreciate that. That's why I would like Larry Nash Jr. in because he's going to be a guy getting a lot of those minutes with the small ball lineup. So Valanciunas under the 27.5 is a look there. Other than that, you know, I think those are the best ways to play the game. I already have a pretty much a money line bet. With the prop that I made for New Orleans, I have them on the spread, and I have a player prop as well. So ways that I'm looking to play that game. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Otto says, any thoughts on the total in this one? It's already dropped. I mean, all these totals. This total's dropped 5 points. Only way to bet, is to go over, and I don't want to be doing that because the Pelicans have been a really good defensive team. I know the Thunder like to play at pace, but if I'm liking the Pelican side, I probably think it'll be a lower scoring game here. So I stayed away from the totals. I know the play-in games are 8-0 to the under the last 8, so I can't talk anybody off, and I understand why the market is trending that direction. Chris Mack says Pelicans to make the playoffs plus 270. Yeah, if you still see it out there, I like it. I have it in my pocket plus 250. I probably didn't get the best of the number, but I think it's a bet that you can take to the window when it's all said and done. Munaf, what's going on, Munaf? Appreciate you tapping in. Boofer says you might be able to sneak in an OKC first quarter. Yeah, if you like the Thunder side, I think you get in and get out. I mean, the Pelicans are the more experienced team as far as playoff go and all that things. And we saw how it played out with Minnesota and the Lakers. The team with the more experience, the longer the game goes, and them being at home, they can claw back into it. So if you like the Thunder, maybe get in and get out. Like I said, MLB. I'm gonna take a quick glance at the card. Hunter Green, don't have a price I would like to bet against him. So going to get steer clear of that game. Dodgers, I want to wait until they get it going. A couple to start laying with them. I've quietly won 5 in a row in baseball, and we've almost got those stats where it's 14. 14. I can look at last 2 weeks. So last 2 weeks for teams and last 3 starts for pitchers. So we'll start to go through these daily MLB bets and start to collect some winners. And I do want to mention for everybody, I got a lot of things that are going to be new on this channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of live betting, a lot of shows like that. I'm just waiting for. I'm gonna go get some new equipment right after the show, and some more to be delivered. It's gonna be a lot of new things coming. And for the members, there will be a video out later tonight for a play that goes tomorrow. And I'm also gonna have a little playoff preview ready after the playing games have been set Friday night. So just things for you guys to look ahead. Let's see a couple more comments. Link says, "What was the player prop again?" I will review everything at the end. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Valanciunas under. I think that's the one you're talking about there. The center for the Pelicans is who I'm talking about. Rick White says, I believe New Orleans covers tonight. Javier says he likes Baltimore first 5 in full game. His top looks today. The starting pitchers in that game. This Oakland guy looks like a guy who can get lit up, and I don't trust Kramer either. So probably will look towards an over, but I can understand that the guy for Oakland is probably a new pitcher. If that's your angle, I definitely understand. Rick White says Blue Jays double and ATL double. Let's see. Javier says A's already suck and they sit in some starters. Okay, see your reasoning. Crabmatic says a new beach house. I'm still not even home yet. I'm still on the road, but just decided to switch it up. I'll be back home probably next week. Chris Mack likes the Dodgers' first 5 run line and Blue Jays' first 5 run line. Parlayed, I guess he's saying plus 160 there. And Rick White says he was leaning Baltimore double as well. Munaf coming in with Orioles first 5 team total over 2.5. So looks like people do want to fade that pitcher for Oakland out there. I can't even say his name. Don't know him too well. He's probably a new guy. And Robert says he would play Baltimore over 4.5 team total because the pitcher stinks. See, I don't even got to look that long. I know majority of these guys, even, I'm not too heavy into the everyday baseball just yet. So we'll get there. A lot of new shows coming. Review for this one. And let me get the banner up there so I can just stay on track here. Recap and best bet. So recap, I'll give you guys what I played for today. I already have 2 winners in MLB. What I have left is Bulls +6, Bulls +212, DeRozan over 21.5 points. Pelicans, it's an open bet, so I'll mention it. Pelicans to make the playoffs +250. Pelicans -5.5 tonight. Valanciunas under 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So I'm pretty sure that's 3 plays in each of the basketball games for tonight. Quick couple looks. Javier says thoughts on Brandon Ingram over 30.5 points. He's been balling like crazy. You're just paying a premium for him here tonight. So I think you're paying a little bit too much. I probably just prefer to play the Pelican side at this point. Otto, trying to be the contrarian, says he took the A's pitcher over 4.5 strikeouts. Good luck. And Rick says he does like the Baltimore game over. So I gave you guys the recap, the best bet for everything. We're going to roll with Valanciunas under 27.5 points. If you want to know why, I will put up the timestamps, but I told you guys in the breakdown of the Pelicans game why I think that's a good bet. So best of luck on all your action. Members, remember, look out for a video tonight for an early play that we will play tomorrow. And just best of luck on all your action. I appreciate you guys in the chat. The chat is what makes this show different. You guys make it fun, and you guys bring a lot of good angles as well. So if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to know whenever I go live, and there's always the option to become a member and take advantage of more perks. I'll holler at y'all later.